Thank you so much. Liberal Democrat spokesperson Dr Pinkerton with just a few minutes.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. What we have witnessed in Gaza is a man-made humanitarian catastrophe. It has been a catastrophe both for the hostages who have endured Hamas's brutal captivity and for the millions of Palestinian civilians whose lives, homes and communities have been devastated by Israel's military offensive. So let me be absolutely and unequivocally clear in the Liberal Democrat position. Alongside global NGOs, aid organisations, Israeli human rights organisations and the UN Commission of Inquiry, we consider that there is credible evidence that the actions of the Israeli government in Gaza during its military campaign have amounted to genocide. Hamas, meanwhile, for avoidance of any doubt, is a terrorist organisation whose crimes on the 7th of October were acts of mass human atrocity, and which we continue to utterly and categorically condemn. But given that reality, Madam Deputy Speaker, what matters now is accountability on all sides. And that is why access to Gaza for journalists and human rights organisations is so fundamentally important. I'm reminded that in Bosnia, British journalist Ed Volemi exposed the existence and brutality of Serb-run detention camps. His reporting later contributed to the proceedings of the International Criminal Tribunal, forming part of the evidentiary record for prosecutions that included findings of genocide. It's imperative, therefore, Madam Deputy Speaker, that we do not allow evidence in Gaza to disappear, damage to be cleared away, or truth to be lost before accountability can be pursued. But accountability in itself is not enough. This must sharpen our focus on what's required to move beyond repeated cycles of violence. Only genuine progress towards a two-state solution can deliver lasting security and dignity for Palestinians and Israelis. So, the Liberal Democrats call on the government to rule out ever participating in Trump's Board of Peace. Reconstruction must be coordinated by the United Nations with the involvement of the Palestinians who have been excluded from Trump's proposals. Aid must be allowed in at scale and rapidly. Hamas must be disarmed. There's no place for a genocidal terror group to take part in Palestine's future. The UK should ban all trade with illegal Israeli settlements. And finally, the UK must deepen its engagement with the Palestinian Authority following the recognition of the State of Palestine. International law underpins our shared liberal values and indeed our British values. It exists to constrain power, uphold accountability and protect civilians across the world. I urge the government to act now.